Robbins, and I just want to get on here and introduce you guys and girls to Political Vomit. My podcast, it's over on Spotify, but since no one really listens to it, I figured I would just bring it over here to Rumble. This is going to be right leaning, so if you're a Democrat, you probably don't want to listen to this, and that's totally fine. I like to watch Ranting for Vengeance. Those videos entertain me. If you don't like that, hey, you don't have to listen to this. That's totally fine. But this kid, Moment of Sanity, replied to him. And the comic book in question is Absolute Batman. Now, apparently Barbara Gordon was race swapped in this one. We're used to Barbara Gordon, aka Batgirl, being white in the comics. And I mean even on the TV show back in the 60s. So a precedent has been set. And Ranting for Vengeance took exception to this. And Master of Sanity, of course, took the position of, well, it doesn't matter. And he brought up the point of, like in Black Panther, it would just be silly to have a white Black Panther. And right, it means something to that character. Granted, absolutely. That makes sense. I'm not going to argue that point. That's legitimate. But where I took issue was when he said, it doesn't matter. Well, if it doesn't matter, number one, it's like, why did you have to bring up that it doesn't matter? Why are you tripping over yourself so hard to have to make that statement? Because if it didn't matter, number one, if this comic artist knows that people are used to Barbara Gordon being white, making her black is a choice. And if it didn't matter, then you would think he would just keep the status quo. Something mattered enough to that artist to make her black. So I find issue with that. I think he's full of shit on that. Number two, the reason why people like Ranting for Vengeance get as upset as they do is, guys and girls, be honest, whether you like it or not, movies, books, comic books, television, what three topics for quote unquote DUI or DEI, I mean, my bad, the three big pushes from the liberal media and especially these left-leaning Hollywood Democrats, girl power / girl boss, more black people, more gay people. Because again, In my opinion, it is disproportionate with pushes, the most predominant pushes for DEI stuff and entertainment are race swaps. Um, Again, pushing for more black people, pushing for more gay characters, and pushing for more, girl boss feminist heroes. When you um, consider that, it feels like we hear and see way more uh, representation and pushes for representation for them than we do, Asian American, than we do uh, Native American, uh, Hispanic, and Latino. Um, Way less handicapped people. You know what I mean? So even if you don't think it's an issue or it doesn't mean something to you, just know honestly that in some people's mind, not saying either's right or wrong, just telling you what the perception is. Um, because again, the reason I make this isn't to condemn people, tell them they're right, they're wrong. I just want to tell you guys why people that talk, quote unquote, because that moment of sanity kid brought up the anti woke crowd. People are tired, and people in general, when they feel like an agenda is being pushed on them, they feel resentful and they want to feel like they're not going to get something pushed over or on to them. And so, with that being said, whether or not you believe, you're trying to make a statement with race swapping a typically white character for a black one, people are on the lookout. They're fatigued of that. And even if you don't mean something by it, they still think you're trying to get one over on them. So thanks for listening and have yourselves a lovely day.